Almost everyone has been to a state fair before. There's carnival rides, food, clothing shops, animals, and much more. Most people just attend the fair for the food and the rides. They don't even realize what the fair actually is. The fair is a livestock show. I showed livestock for 9 years. Today, I'm going to tell you about how 3 animals go from being in the barn to in the show ring. The first animal I'm going to tell you about is sheep. Sheep have very unique but stubborn personalities. Sheep showers purchase sheep in the middle of July and keep them till about mid-March. The first step to being able to show a sheep is putting them on a diet that has enough nutrition for them to grow and develop muscle without causing them to become pot-bellied. Sheep are wild when purchased. They have to be halter broke, which isn't too hard because they are so small. After they are halter broke, to increase the muscle that sheep need to develop, you have to exercise them every day. Exercise is usually done by physically walking the sheep or being put on a treadmill that runs backwards, which causes the sheep's rear to develop massive muscle. I like to both physically walk my sheep and put my sheep on a treadmill. Sheep are shown in the ring without a halter, so they have to be taught how to be led by only using your hands. Next, sheep have to be taught how to properly stand in the show ring and how to brace or flex their muscles on command. Once the sheep can do all this, they are ready to be shown. Before being shown, the lamb must be washed and then sheared. According to the Oklahoma Youth Expo rules, before a sheep can enter the ring, they have to be slick sheared, including the head, and no wool can be left above their knees. And the sheep that has been usually sheared, they are usually washed again before showing. No dirt can be left on them. Once everything is accomplished, the sheep can be shown. The next animal that I'm going to tell you about is pigs. Pigs are simple to show because they don't have wool and they don't have to be clipped. Although there are a few small things that must be done before a pig can enter the ring. Pigs are shown in January to March. Pigs that are shown in January to March are usually purchased mid-September to the end of October. Like the sheep, the first thing that must be done is to establish a diet that allows them to grow and develop muscle. And surprisingly, in the show industry, you don't want a pot-bellied pig. There is an actual specific weight that a pig must weigh to show at the Oklahoma Youth Expo, which is 230 to 280 pounds. Pigs cannot just be kept in a pen. They need to be exercised daily. Pigs use only a stick to control their speed and direction. This is another reason why they need to be exercised, is to learn how to be controlled. And pigs also look their best when walking with their head held high. They do not naturally do this. This is what they have to be taught. Once the pigs have the show walk down, they are prepared to enter the ring. Pigs have to have their hair clipped and be washed. It is not good to enter a show ring with poop on a pig. Keeping a pig clean before it is shown is the hardest part. The last show animal I'm going to tell you about is cattle. Cattle are a bit more complicated than sheep and pigs. The main reason being that they are so much larger. Cattle are purchased pretty much any time of the year, and steers being purchased more in the springtime. Just like sheep and pigs, the first thing to do is to establish a diet that allows them to grow and develop muscle without having a pot belly. To show at Oklahoma Youth Expo, for steers, there is a 1,000-pound minimum weight requirement. One of the most challenging things about showing cattle is halter breaking them, because they are large. After they are successfully halter broke, they have to be taught how to stand in the show ring and to stay in that position for long periods of time. Once they have mastered walking and standing, cattle are ready to be shown. They first have to be washed, and possibly more than once. How their hair looks is very important. They are to be washed, blown, and dried. Cattle are also clipped on their face and along their back. The top of their tail is brushed upward into a mohawk. Their chest is also clipped. cattle need to look as muscular as possible. That is why that the rest of their fur is fluffed. The fluffier the hair, the better. Sheep, pigs, and cattle are all animals that are shown in livestock show. Not at the same time, of course. I hope that the next time you go to a fair, you watch the livestock show, and remember all the hard work it takes to be able to show these animals.